Penang Curry Paste from scratch, using that in a Chicken Penang Curry, and I'm very excitedly serving it with white rice and a Stir Fry Bok Choi with Chinese cabbage. This is my lunch today, and this is a recipe I'm going to be posting on Ifnatcancook, so stay tuned. So here are the Penang Curry Paste ingredients which I'm making from scratch. This recipe is for 300 to 400 grams of boneless chicken. You may use thigh or breast piece. I'm going to dry roast 2 cardamoms, half a teaspoon of coriander seeds and quarter teaspoon of cumin seeds and about 4 green chilies. Dry roast till very fragrant, and you'll be able to tell immediately. Remove from pan and cool. In the meantime, I've taken about 8 to 10 red chili balls and I've soaked that in warm water. I'm going to take these ingredients and add a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper and put it in a mortar pestle grinding way. I'm going to take the red chilies and add that, and I'm going to grind this. Roughly grounded, I'm going to add the white part of 2 spring onions, and I have half an inch of galangal. I have 5 cloves of garlic, handful of coriander, about a tablespoon of lemongrass, 6 leaves of lime that I've thinly sliced. That's a teaspoon of shrimp paste. Add that all into this. And this is what it should look like. You can always put it in a blender, but I believe the flavors are released when you grind it by hand. That's done. I'm leaving this a little rough. Time to add a little bit of oil to a wok like this. I've taken about a teaspoon of corn flour and added some salt, pepper and sugar to this. Mixing this well, and I'm going to quickly saute the chicken. I want the chicken to be soft, and that's why I use corn flour in all these dishes, because later on what happens is that the chicken becomes a little stringy and not so good. I'm going to saute this chicken in a little bit of oil, and when it's not pink anymore, I should remove. This happens very, very fast. Remove from wok into a bowl. Add a little more neutral vegetable oil. And oh my god, this curry paste is too good. I'm only going to use 2 tablespoons of this, because this was made for at least 700 to 800 grams of chicken, prawns, fish, or whatever you want. Saute this in oil till it's very fragrant. Guys, this is such a fragrant paste, especially because it's made from scratch. You have to do this. If you don't have any of the ingredients, message me. I'll tell you what you can substitute. Now, I was supposed to add mace. I don't have mace at home. Mace is an integral part of this paste. So if you have mace, you can add just two little pieces. I'm going to take a little bit of water and help this so it doesn't burn. Smelling divine, you have to believe me. And over here, I'm making a little bit of a stir fry of bok choy and Chinese cabbage. All I've done is add garlic to oil, and I've washed a little bit of bok choy and a lot of Chinese cabbage, and I'm going to add this into the mix. Gorgeous vegetables. I think these are my favorites. And the thing about this is cooking faster than you think. So you need to keep stirring it. It's going to keep wilting. And I'm just going to turn the fire off because I don't want it to cook anymore. It should remain crunchy. And to this, I'm going to add a little bit of brown sugar, you can use regular sugar, and about a teaspoon or so of fish sauce, which I feel is very important to this dish. A generous teaspoon of peanut butter is very important to a Penang curry. I'm going to mix this well. I'm going to now add some tamarind juice into this, which is very important. I'd rather you use tamarind juice than lemon. I've just taken about a tablespoon of tamarind pulp, and I added warm water to it, and then I separated the pulp and the seeds. And I'm just going to strain it and add that to this. See, that's the amount I've used. And how I wish you guys could try this, because this is fabulous. I'm taking half a can of coconut cream and adding that to the mix. And I'm going to add half a cup of water to loosen the consistency. I just want to show you, this is the can of coconut cream I use. You may use coconut milk. It's a little less dense. So that's 200 ml is what I've used. So basically, if you're using coconut milk, you have to up the amount. That's come to a boil. Add the chicken right back in. That's doing well. And remember the chilies that I had soaked in warm water. I'm just going to add a little bit of that for color. And now I'm going to add some color to this. The vegetables I'm supposed to use are red bell peppers. I don't have that, so I'm using green capsicum. Please use red bell pepper. I'm just adding tomatoes for color and for a little bit of the tarty flavor that comes with it, and some spring onions alongside some red bird's eye chili. Oh my goodness, this is really, really smelling good. At this point, I'm going to turn off the fire, because the tomatoes and the capsicum, bell peppers are not meant to cook. They're just for the beautiful coloring and flavor. And you know which dish of mine is ever complete without Thai basil. I'm so lucky that I have it growing in the garden. You guys should get a mali and ask him to get you a plant from a nursery and start planting so that you can use it somewhere in March. Oh my god, the aroma that has filled my home right now. I can't capture that in words. I know that I'm kind of praising my cooking, but it's really not me. It's the spices that have done the trick. I'm going to serve this right now. And that is going to be my lunch today. I'm super excited about this recipe. It's turned out fab, and I really want you to make this ASAP. Do try the Chinese cabbage and the bok choy. If you don't have that, use spinach. And please guys, if you don't have any ingredients, you must write to me and ask me. And not that I am a Miss Know-it-all, but at least I'll have a little idea and I'll help you out. Make this soon and let me know what you think.